Let me tell you, oh my friends, about this joy I'm living in. Let me take the mic, go on and testify how I was dead and then I came to life. No more living in the dark of night. Now everything's alright. I've been changed, I've been saved, brand new day. I've been changed, I've been changed. Tell me why would I turn back now? There's no end to the love I found. Future's bright and there ain't no doubt. I've been changed, I've been changed.
Welcome back to Unite Week. 2023 Transformed.
Speaking of transformed, Mr. Logan, your outfit looks quite different than you normally dress.
Only my outfit?
Yeah, well, and all these weird people. Look at all these children and students. Man, you see them kindergartners? Crazy.
You may be wondering why we are dressed this way on day one. It's because as we focus on the word transformed, we're taking one scripture and we're going to break it down each day. The scripture that we're going to use is Romans 12:2, which says, "Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect."
So, Mr. Logan, the first part of that verse says, don't copy the behaviors and customs of this world. So when you decide to follow Jesus, he asks us to be different, to not look like everyone else, to not dress like everyone else, to not think like everyone else. Reverse your thinking, reverse the way you normally do things.
It's totally normal for students, teenagers, and even adults to want to look like everybody else and fit in. But Jesus has called us to live totally different than that. And so today, as we focus on the word reverse, we want to focus on how our life should look different. We should respond differently with love, grace, mercy, and forgiveness, no matter what circumstance or situation we find ourselves in.
Mr. Logan, why do you think God asks us to be different?
Well, I think he asks us to be different because we'll stand out. And as we stand out, it will give us the opportunity to, one, give him glory and honor. But second, it will allow others to see something different in our life. And when they ask us why we're acting differently, we can share with them about Jesus' love.
You know, and when we think about Jesus, he really was different, which is really cool because we're coming up and we're celebrating Easter.
Jesus was a great example of how important it is to look different. When everyone was waiting for the Messiah, they were expecting a king to come riding on a horse. But instead, Jesus came quietly in the night in a manger. They expected him to only be around this group of people, but instead he was around the outcast and the misfits. They expected him to be powerful and loud and take over the world. And instead he walked humbly with meekness and love everywhere that he went.
Jesus definitely reversed the way of thinking. I'm excited to see what this week holds and how God asks us to transform to bring glory and honor to him. How about you, Mr. Logan?
Me too. We have a lot of exciting things planned for this week. You'll have activities to complete with your houses or with your homeroom. We have a really fun event planned for Thursday, and we're going to break down this scripture and figure out how during Unite Week, 2023, we've been called to live transformed.
I put my hands in the air 'cause I know